All right. Hi, everybody. This is Philip from Hashed Out coming to you live. So today is the 24th of October, 2023. And I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the last 24 hours have been interesting, to say the least. The Bitcoin has gone over the 35,000 mark in the last 24 hours. $35,000 per BTC. As you can tell, I haven't slept much in the last 24 hours either. My hair's a mess. Anyhow, so that's really interesting to see, and the reason being, the so BlackRock had their ticker created for their spot Bitcoin ETF last night, and that's what caused all of this to take off like crazy, right? So at least you know what's going on there, be right off the bat. So right now, BlackRock is trending, bull market is trending on X, right? Bitcoin ETF is trending, one BTC is trending. So you get an idea of what the market's looking like at the moment. All right, let's jump into the other news and build up to an explanation of what happened with that. Go ahead, ask your question. Hi, Joe Bundle. I'll read this while you ask your question. Solana's leading DeFi protocol, Marinade, restricts UK user access amidst compliance concerns. Marinade Finance, Solana's dominant DeFi player, has restricted UK users, citing compliance concerns with the Financial Conduct Authority's regulations. This move, along with similar actions by Orca Finance, marks a significant change, with decentralized platforms now proactively adapting to regulatory landscapes. That's interesting. It's true, more and more. BRICS shakeup. Yuan outshines dollar as dominant currency in Russian trade. As the BRICS war takes prominence in an aim towards financial freedom and trade from the United States dollar, the Chinese yuan is now the dominant trade currency in Russia. China and Russia have forged a strong relationship through BRICS, including technological advancement, energy, trade, and are motivated to find an escape from U.S. sanctions. Within the BRICS ecosystem, reports have it that India has been reluctant to use the yuan as their major currency. Well, that makes sense. They have their army, and China's army beat each other up with sticks every few months on the border. And China has backstabbed India before by invading India when Mao was in charge. Also, it's not really that Russia and China are friendly and helping each other. It's more like China is abusing Russia because of the current economic situation in Russia, because of sanctions. Countdown to Shiba Inu's epic 600% rally begins. Shiba Inu experienced a significant drop in 2023, but projections suggest a potential 600% rally by 2025. Despite challenges, including the need for increased adoption and a new token burn mechanism, experts predict a crypto bull run around 2025 that could favor SHIB. While current SHIB trajectories aren't promising, the unpredictable nature of the crypto world means its fate remains uncertain, with possibilities of a massive resurgence. We shall see. Orb operators to be paid by WorldCoin in WLD rather than USDC. WorldCoin made global waves a few months back, and today the entity has announced that Orb's operations are to be paid in the native token WLD and not USDC. According to the foundation's announcement, this decision should be in effect and implemented by next month, except for those in the United States. The WorldCoin project, which was launched in late June on the 24th, aims to encourage its users to perceive their identities online. Interesting. Why the US is outpacing Europe economically. I'll give you a few reasons. Massive pandemic fiscal stimulus fueled US consumer spending, dwarfing Europe's efforts. Europe's close ties to Ukraine's conflict and energy price shocks stifled its growth. While the US boasts tech titans pushing innovation, Europe lags, especially in facing global competition. Those are some reasons. Another one is taxes are super high in Europe. And you get, so in France, for example, you pay taxes before you ever make money. It doesn't make any sense. It makes it hard to run a business. Crypto spot volumes soar as Bitcoin rallies. Find out why. Crypto exchanges recorded only $311 billion in volumes from last month, and the spot volumes continue to rise on the back of the Bitcoin price surge. The positive market impact on crypto value shows a rising interest in Bitcoins by ETFs, showing a welcoming sign for the digital asset. Spot markets allow the actual trading of Bitcoin in real-time market value. Michael Saylor's bold move on crypto pays off with a 4.7 million BTC profit. One of the longest and most brutal crypto winters is coming to an end, as noticed by the return profits made by Michael Saylor, who has long been a Bitcoin advocate. ETF approval, coupled with the next halving event, has assisted in boosting BTC returns, closing to nearly doubling its value since the first quarter of this year. Following BTC's current price, which is well above $30,300, MicroStrategy's bet is on green, with a profit of about $1,000 on each BTC. This accounts for a $160 million gain. Well played. California targets scammers with new crypto ATM limits. California introduces new legislation aimed at limiting crypto ATM withdrawals to $1,000 per day to combat scams. Starting 2025, ATM operators' fees will be capped at either $5 or 15%, depending on which is higher. Officials found some ATMs charging markups as high as 33% on crypto assets compared to exchange prices. That's insane. That sounds like a scam. Key Difference secures DMCC's business incubator license to raise next Web3 unicorns. Key Difference DMCC has received a business incubator license from DMCC. With the license, the company is aiming to raise potential unicorns in the Web3 space as it launches its accelerated Key Difference Labs. Key Difference Labs focuses on bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3 and ultimately expanding the blockchain ecosystem. Interesting. Key Difference Media, the precursor to Key Difference DMCC, has recorded impressive growth since its inception in 2013. Under Yashwant's leadership, the company has marketing for several Fortune 100 companies, including Cisco, AJC, Ledger, eToro, and many others. The firm also assisted projects in the monumental fundraising of over $550 million during the 2017 ICO phase. Interesting. Let's see. A Hong Kong regulator reverses its stance on spot crypto investments. Hong Kong regulator has announced a reversal in its earlier decision on spot crypto investments. This change allows intermediaries to offer services to a broader range of clients, extending beyond professional investors. The Securities and Futures Commission, SFC, in Hong Kong announced this regulatory update in response to the evolving market dynamics and requests from the industry to expand retail access through intermediaries. Interesting. The first international crude oil trade in digital yuan by, I'm going to guess that's PetroChina. The financial trade spectrum has changed since the main steps taken by BRICS, and today the first international trade on crude oil takes payments in digital yuan. Digital yuan, also known as the digital currency electronic payment, is the digital currency Bank of China, CBDC, and a brainchild of the People's Bank of China, PBOC. The recent trade could cause a decrease in USD confidence and lessen its monopoly influence in the energy and financial sectors. Is it Perth, China? PetroChina? PetroChina. That's what it is, okay. This flag doesn't make sense with Thailand. All right. Thailand delays digital money program amid probe calls from critics. Hi, Binance user D37VB. Joe Bundle, you still haven't asked your question. Thailand has delayed its digital money program as critics have called for a probe into the program. Debate ensues over funding and legal scrutiny. So, Thailand's planned digital wallet scheme aimed at distributing 10,000 baht, approximately $274, to citizens aged 16 and above is facing delays and increased scrutiny from critics who are calling for an investigation by the country's electoral commission. Originally reported by the Bangkok Post, Thailand's deputy finance minister, Chulapun Amornvivat, announced a delay in the launch of the new digital wallet, which was initially scheduled for February 2024. The purpose of this digital wallet is to provide eligible citizens with a financial boost to stimulate the local economy. Amornvivat stated that the delay is intended to allow more time for the development of the system and to ensure the security of the digital grant wallet. Despite the postponement, the government maintains that the launch will still occur within the first quarter of 2024. Reports from Thailand indicate that the subcommittee responsible for the program is currently deliberating over the source of funds for the scheme. The digital wallet initiative proposed by the Pheu Thai Party is estimated to cost 548 billion baht, equivalent to $15 billion. The government initially anticipated that the scheme would boost economic growth by 5% in the following year. Amorn Vivat also suggested that increased economic activity resulting from the scheme would generate additional tax revenue, which could help offset a portion of the program's cost. One of the vocal skeptics of the project is former Thai Senator Rosanna Tositrakul. She has raised concerns about the digital handout, prompting her to request that the Election Commission investigate the legality of the proposed scheme. Skepticism primarily centers around the funding of the initiative. The Thai government is considering using its national budget to fund the digital wallet program. However, questions have arisen regarding the adequacy of funding and the possibility of raising debt to cover the costs of the initiative. These concerns have led to Tositrakul to challenge the legality of the entire scheme. Interesting. So yeah, that's going to become a whole thing. Hi, Binance user 45,567. You just wrote BTC. Yep. That's the big news today. I talked about BlackRock setting up the ticker for their ETF. Why exactly is Japan going after Google? It's a good question. Japan's competition watchdog is investigating Google for potential antitrust violations related to mobile search practices. The probe focuses on revenue sharing agreements with Android manufacturers and possible prioritization of Google services on Android devices. Google defends its practices, emphasizing Android's open source nature and user customization. Makes sense. How the Israel-Palestine war is affecting crypto. The Israel-Palestine conflict has spilled into the cryptocurrency domain, raising concerns about crypto's role in international disputes. Following Hamas's attack on Israel, authorities closed over 100 Binance accounts linked to the group, intensifying scrutiny on crypto's potential misuse. Despite some suggesting illicit crypto activities are minimal, notable transactions linked to Hamas have been reported. There's a whole discussion about how much it's actually used for illegal purposes. How are markets staying cool amid global chaos? The relentless beat of global turmoil sounds like a war drum, with Israel's recent attacks and whispers of potential global conflicts on the rise. Yet, strangely enough, financial markets appear to be dancing to a different tune, showing impressive resilience. Let's dive into this intriguing contrast and understand why markets seem to march on unfazed amidst escalating international tensions. When you glance at the markets in the aftermath of the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel, there's barely a blink. Notably, the S&P 500, the U.S.'s benchmark index, showed little reaction. Even those financial arenas in proximity to the fiery epicenters, such as stock markets in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf nations, have only registered mild retreats. Bonds haven't experienced a mad dash for safety, and oil prices maintain a steady rhythm. History provides a clue to this phenomenon. Recall the aftermath of 9/11, a horrific day which rocked the core of the U.S. and drew parallels with the recent situation in Israel. Following the terror attacks, the S&P 500 plummeted by 12%. However, this descent was short-lived, with the index recovering its losses within a month. Furthermore, tracing back through several decades reveals a similar trend. From the Korean conflict in 1950 to the first World Trade Center bombing in 1993, the average decline of the S&P 500 during major geopolitical crises is around 4%. And within a month, recovery is usually in full swing. More than half of these upheavals have roots in the Middle East, and in every instance, after the initial reactionary sell-off, markets bounce back with alacrity. That's interesting. Julian Robertson, the esteemed investor, once highlighted the ever-present nature of dire threats. He recounted discussions with the former UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher about the possibility of the Soviet Union deploying its nuclear weapons. The gist: perceived existential threats often loom large but seldom come to full fruition. Leaders more often than not are compelled to act judiciously to prevent spirals of escalation. Financial markets are far from emotionless entities. However, their collective memory and wisdom, honed over decades, offer a relatively balanced perspective, especially during tumultuous times. Their calm demeanor amidst global chaos isn't a sign of ignorance or indifference. Rather, it's an implicit message that the worst of our collective fears, though valid, might not necessarily materialize. The beat goes on, and for now, markets seem to believe that the world will keep turning, no matter how turbulent the current. Interesting. So, crypto legislation stalls in U.S. Congress amid speaker vacancy. The House Minority Leader received unanimous support from all Democrats present during the voting rounds. The Financial Services Committee, overseeing crucial crypto legislation and other financial matters. McHenry decides to pursue the full-time role of Speaker. Representative French Hill could take the helm of the Financial Services Committee. We'll see how that goes. You can get the votes. Why blockchain isn't banking's BFF yet. Best friend forever. That's what that says. Blockchain, heralded as the next big thing in finance, hasn't made as significant an impact as expected. Its core functionality lies in being an advanced, secure, and transparent open spreadsheet. Regulatory caution and liquidity challenges hinder its full integration into Wall Street. This crypto's secret weapon against Wall Street. What is it? As Wall Street enters the crypto scene, treasury management becomes critical for crypto's survival. Past crypto collapses like Terra, Luna, and FTX underscore the need for sound financial practices. Treasury management includes risk assessment, cash flow management, and regulatory compliance. Speaking of not being very compliant, Week 3 of SBF trial inside the courtroom's wildest moments. Bankman-Fried's criminal trial enters its third dramatic week. Judge Kaplan expresses discontent with some of the prosecution's chosen witnesses. Star witness Caroline Ellison delivers an emotional testimony revealing her involvement in FTX's dealings. So that's kind of what happened last week. Innovative MPC wallet by BitGet elevates crypto security with majority key authorization. BitGet's MPC wallet enhances crypto security. MPC Tech simplifies key management. Password-based authentication boosts user experience. Just don't lose your password. Is Brazil about to solve the biggest problem in digital currency? Probably not. Brazil's central bank president, Roberto Campos Neto, highlighted the challenges of balancing privacy with the open networks intrinsic to distributed ledger technology during a recent panel discussion. Campos Neto also discussed the future of central bank digital currencies, stating that they could make international transactions more efficient without needing a common currency, thereby preserving each country's monetary policy. He revealed that Brazil's almost free instant payment system, PIX, recently recorded over 170 million transactions in a single day, and discussed the potential of programmable money to disrupt traditional financial systems, particularly the credit card industry. Yeah, I don't think that's anything we didn't already know that could be done. FTX creditors fight for fair compensation amid bankruptcy. FTX creditors may receive up to 90% of the remaining assets. Legal efforts highlight customer rights in the crypto space. Bankruptcy resolution could unlock FTX.com funds by July 2024. Standard Chartered and Deutsche Bank execute first stablecoin swaps on UDPN platform. Standard Chartered and Deutsche Bank completed the first stablecoin swaps on UDPN. They used secure digital wallets for the exchange. UDPN aims to link stablecoins, digital currencies, and banks. It is under testing by multiple banks. The swap used UDPN-based tools and a user-friendly interface. So that's the Universal Digital Payments Network, if you're curious. So Standard Chartered and Deutsche Bank just tested that, and apparently everything went well. BlackRock inches closer to launching Bitcoin ETF as ticker appears on DTCC list. This is what happened last night. This is the big news of the day. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, moves close to launching its iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF as its ticker, IBTC, gets listed by the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, DTCC. An amendment to BlackRock's ETF application reveals an unnamed seed investor may fund the product this October, although this does not guarantee an immediate launch. While SEC approval is still pending, experts are increasingly optimistic, with some predicting a 90% chance of the ETF gaining approval as early as January. That is why Bitcoin was up to $35,000. It might still be going up. We'll see at the end of the show. Cypherblade founder accuses new management of asset misappropriation and fraud. Details. Richard Sanders, the founder of blockchain investigations firm Cypherblade, has filed a lawsuit in an Alaska district court accusing new management of stealing company assets and confidential information while he was volunteering in Ukraine. The defendants, including Manuel Kriz and Michael Krause, allegedly misled Sanders to gain email access, diverted clients to new entities in Alaska and Singapore, and even removed business documents from Sanders' home. While Cypherblade's new management disputes the allegations and claims Sanders voluntarily withdrew from the company, both parties are now preparing to prove their respective cases in court. That didn't go well. Bitsa introduces a new feature to enhance privacy and security in prepaid card transactions. Bitsa has launched a new feature. The feature will allow users to protect their personal and financial data, primarily focusing on economic data security while purchasing online. Bitsa prepaid crypto cards are disposable, meaning users can use them once and discard them. That could be a way to hide your identity or something. No, probably not. Coinbase denies imposing $5,000 weekly Bitcoin withdrawal limit amidst social media rumors. Coinbase has swiftly refuted rumors circulating on social media claiming that it had imposed a $5,000 weekly limit on Bitcoin withdrawals. Coinbase has enforced a policy limiting Bitcoin withdrawals to a maximum of $5,000 per week. The rumors about withdrawal limits emerged at a time when Coinbase experienced temporary difficulties in processing trades. Jonathan Farnell departs Binance amid regulatory storm. Jonathan Farnell, instrumental in Binance's UK compliance efforts, resigns, marking another significant departure from the crypto exchange's leadership. Farnell's involvement with Binance starting in 2021 included major roles such as CEO of Bifinity and directing Binance Markets Limited. The company is experiencing a wave of executive departures, with several key figures like Gleb Kostarev and Vladimir Smirkus leaving, hinting at possible internal turmoil. Yeah, it's like every week somebody else leaves. It's crazy. Deaton foresees a partial victory for Coinbase against SEC. John E. Deaton, a prominent crypto lawyer, anticipates only a partial victory for Coinbase in its lawsuit against the SEC, with a mere 5% chance for a total win. Deaton references historical legal norms, highlighting that there has been no indictments over asset sales on exchanges. The Ripple versus SEC case, where Judge Annalisa Torres ruled XRP is not a security, plays a crucial role in the current legal battle. This creates a precedent. ARK Invest liquidates shares in Coinbase and Grayscale amid soaring Bitcoin price. ARK Invest, led by Cathie Wood, sold substantial shares in both Coinbase and Grayscale Bitcoin trusts during a period of surging Bitcoin prices. The firm sold 42,613 shares of Coinbase and 100,739 shares of Grayscale amounting to roughly $5.8 million amid anticipation of potential spot Bitcoin ETF approvals. The move comes after positive developments in the crypto industry, including Coinbase's implementation of the Lightning Network for faster transactions. I've heard there are problems with the Lightning Network over the last few days. We'll see how that goes. SBF trial. Kevin Kofsky is key to FTX's fate in the upcoming hearing. FTX faces a significant court hearing on October 24th, so tomorrow. It's today, actually, impacting the future of the exchange. Kevin Kofsky of Perella Weinberg Partners emerges as a central figure due to his strategic role in FTX's potential restructuring. Court documents highlight Kofsky's emphasis on the immense value of FTX's customer base, comprising approximately 9 million users. TrueUSD faces scrutiny after key security breach unfolds. Chain Argos raises security concerns after discovering Turo, so like T-Euro, was deployed using a compromised TrueUSD private key. TrueUSD had reported a security breach 10 days before T-Euro's deployment, leading to speculation. The situation is complicated by Justin Sun's notable minting of $850 million in TUSD shortly before the breach was publicly acknowledged. SEC's Pierce voices support for Bitcoin ETF approval. There's a second person from the SEC. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce supports the approval of a Bitcoin ETF. Pierce's views differ from the SEC's prolonged hesitancy on the matter. Major financial firms like Grayscale, BlackRock, and Fidelity have filed for spot Bitcoin ETFs. Yep. Bitcoin surge spurs strong bullish sentiment among traders. Traders' assets outflows signal confidence in Bitcoin's long-term potential, with $500 million leaving Binance. Bitcoin's price surge triggers $400 million in short position liquidations, impacting 94,755 traders. That's a lot of people that shorted the, okay. MVRV ratio at 1.47 suggests potential for further gains, with total crypto market cap reaching $1.25 trillion. Still going up. High Binance user 455.67 and user EACAC. Nice to have you with us. Bitcoin price rallied to 35K amid the growing ETF anticipation. Talked about that at the beginning of the show. Polkadot's key supporter, Parity Technologies, initiates significant restructuring and workforce reduction. Parity Technologies is laying off 30% of its staff in a move to refocus on enhancing Polkadot's core blockchain technology. Amidst crypto market fluctuations, other industry giants like Kraken, Huobi, and Coinbase have also faced workforce reductions, signaling a trend of adaptation in the sector. In an announcement that has sent ripples through the blockchain community, Parity Technologies, a foundational pillar of the Polkadot ecosystem, has revealed a restructuring plan that involves laying off 30% of its workforce. This move is seen as a strategic effort to sharpen the focus on the core technologies that underpin the Polkadot platform. Interesting. All right, let's see if that's everything. Oh, we have something else. Insider trading alert. Ethereum devs dump native token. Should you worry? Good news, the bull market is here. Bad news, so do crypto scam artists. So are crypto scam artists. Reports have it that the Ethereum project could be a rug pull and investors are bound to suffer losses. Certic and other analysts have confirmed Ethereum's 700 ETH sale that followed its finalized fundraising that raised $600,000. This appears unruly. The rug pull came after the project finalized its fundraising for a derivative token termed SafePad. The funds raised also constituted part of the massive sum stolen. The total amount is estimated to be $1.27 million, accounting for 720 ETH. Yeah, usually when a token has safe in the name, it's not a good idea. Usually, maybe exceptions, and that's the problem, right? Let's go check CoinMarketCap and see what the prices are today for everything, as everything keeps unfolding. Oh, wow, it's so weird to see Bitcoin above 30,000. Okay. The global crypto market cap is $1.27 trillion, a 9.46% increase over the last day. The total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is $92.24 billion, which makes a 130.64% increase. The total volume in DeFi is currently $6.52 billion, 7.07% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. The volume of all stablecoins is now $82.39 billion, which is 89.32% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Bitcoin's dominance is currently 52.98%, an increase of 1.45% over the day. Fear and greed index is at 67. Since I started the show, I've never seen it above 60. Actually, I've never seen it above 57, which was, I think that was yesterday. So yeah, Bitcoin is up 13.09% over the last 24 hours, 21.97% over the last 7 days. It's down 0.37% in the last hour to $34,463.63. So that happened. Ethereum is at $1,828.81, which means it's up 9.87% over the last 24 hours, 16.19% over the last 7 days. We'll get into all these later. Let's do the biggest losers and biggest winners first. Wow. The 3 biggest losers are under 1%. So let's go through these really quickly because this is actually interesting. And then everything else under that are just stable coins repegging to $1. So Pax Gold, PaxG, is down 0.7% in the last 24 hours to $1,947.89. So that's gold. Eunice said Leo is down 0.75% over the last 24 hours to $3.87. And then Tether Gold, XAUT, is down 0.32% over the last 24 hours to $1,970.37. So they're down almost nothing, and they're up over the last 7 days. So the first one's up 1.65%, the second one 4.8%, the last one 2.3% in the last 7 days. So it's barely moved down a little bit in the last 24 hours as people seem to have sold tokens that represent gold to buy probably Bitcoin or pay bills or something. So those are the biggest losers. Biggest winners. Mina is up 103.31% today to 83 cents 64, up 126.46% over the last 7 days. CFX from Conflux is up 45.5% in the last 24 hours, 41.41% in the last 7 days to 15 cents 94. Pepe is up 33.37%. Still too many zeros for me to want to read it. INJ from Injective is up 19.67% in the last 24 hours to $12.21, up 57.10% in the last 7 days. RPL from Rocket Pool is up 16.98% in the last 24 hours to $23.56. Woo from the Woo Network is up 16.67% in the last 24 hours. Flow to 21 cents 52. Sorry for Woo. Flow is up 15.74% in the last 24 hours to 52 cents 71. AR from Arweave is up 14.45% in the last 24 hours to $4.71. FIL from Filecoin is up 13.40% in the last 24 hours to $3.90. Rose from Oasis Network is up 13.10% in the last 24 hours to 4 cents 829. They're actually the 99th biggest crypto right now, which makes me wonder if they just moved up recently or if they've been in the top 100 for a while. And then we have Bitcoin up 12.90%, $34,440 basically. This Mana from Decentraland is up 13.01% to 34 cents 36. ApeCoin is up 12.79% to $1.25. Wrapped Bitcoin is at $34,429.10, up 12.68%. Sui is up 11.92% to 44 cents 36. CSPR from Casper is up 11.54% in the last 24 hours to 3 cents 423. Rune from Thorchain is up 10.88% in the last 24 hours to $2.17. Gala from Gala Games is up 10.38% to 1 cent 539. ARB from Arbitrum is up 10.22% in the last 24 hours to 91 cents 81. Now we're finally getting under 10% up. DYDX is up 9.43% to $2.24. ADA from Cardano is up 9.79% to 28 cents 85. Ethereum is up 9.61% to $1,824.67. Near from the Near protocol is up 9.76% last 24 hours to $1.15. XRP is at 57 cents 24. One of the highest numbers I've seen in a while. It's up 8.64% over the last 24 hours, up 16.66% over the last 7 days. Matic on Polygon is up 8.76% in the last 24 hours, up 24.62% over the last 7 days to 65 cents 43, which I haven't seen Matic go above 50 something cents for quite some time. So that's amazing to see. Optimism OP is up 9.16% in the last 24 hours, up 15.84% over the last 7 days to $1.40. Sol from Solana is up 8.87% in the last 24 hours to $31.60. It's actually up 32.53% last 7 days, so up almost a third in price in just 7 days. GRT, the graph, is up 8.71% in the last 24 hours to 9 cents 415. For the last 7 days, that's 16.47%. ICP, the Internet Computer, is up 9.62% in the last 24 hours to $3.58. Dash is up 8.43% to $28.39. Stacks STX is up 8.92% to 70 cents per token. Atom from Cosmos is up 8.31% to $7.19. Comp from Compound is up 8% to $47.36. VET from VeChain is up 8.32% to 1 cent 912. Dot from Polkadot is up 8.14% to $4.32. Theta from Theta Network is up 8.03% to 66 cents 29. Sand from the Sandbox is up 7.92% to 33 cents 02. I'm not sure where I want to stop here. It just feels so good to read things that are positive. You know what I mean? EGLD from Multiverse X is up 7.51% to $29.29. Clay from Clayton is up 7.79% to 13 cents 35. IMX from Immutable is up 7.6% to 63 cents 94. Algo from Algorand is up 7.78% to 10 cents 1. AVAX from Avalanche is up 7.53% to $10.66. Nexo is up 7.3% to 61 cents 21. BCH Bitcoin Cash is up 7.20% to $258.64. And I'll read these next two because there's been a lot of news about them. Ethereum Classic is up 6.94% to $16.82. So since the switch from Ethereum Classic to the one we have now, that's fascinating. Curve DAO token CRV is up 6.78% to 48 cents 03. So that's thinking of Curve partly because of the news about the hack we talked about, not that just a few months ago. Then we have Litecoin and Doge over here, up 6.90% and 6.70% each. Litecoin is at $70.38. Doge is at 6 cents 799. Just everything looks like it's up. Axie Infinity up 6.24% to $4.70. Tezos up 6.29% to 71 cents 23. Let's see, Terra Classic is up 5.87%. Shiba Inu is up 5.76%. Still going down. BNB is up 5.27% to $230.17. FTM Phantom is up 5.31% to 23 cents 31. Link from Chainlink is up 3.96% to $10.30. See, BSV was up quite high over the last 7 days, up 32.84%. Just like Link, up 39.41% over the last 7 days. BSV is at $51.97. Gate token up 4.38%, $3.94. And I'm just going to keep going. Ton from Ton Coin, 3.87% up to $2.23. TRX from Tron up 3.52% the last 24 hours to 9 cents 339. Maker is up 3.25% to $1,539.90. A lot of this is changing while I'm looking at it, which makes it hard to read. But the Uni from Uniswap is up 3.12% to $4.35. It's just crazy. There's Aave, there's Mantle, Qcoin token, Monero up 0.52% to $159.39. Then we have stable coins like Pax Dollar, USDD, etc. DAI, BUSD, USDC, TrueUSD, TetherUSD. And the gold ones, then Eunice said Leo. Yeah. So overall, and if it's also very visible on the right. If you just look at the graphs, the amount of green graphs is beautiful. Like compared to what we've been seeing for the last 2 years, this is great. So it's nice to, just a chance to look at it, relax for a second. The total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is $92.24 billion, which makes it 130.64% increase. It's just nuts. I'm going to take a screen capture of this. And then I think we're done for the show today. Joe Bundle never did ask his question. So, well, thanks for joining today. It's been quite a positive day, I'd say, in general for the crypto market. And yeah, have an amazing Wednesday, and see you guys tomorrow for another bunch of news, and see if there's anything that could make this go up or down, and why, and try to understand what's going on. But yeah, just the news that the BlackRock got their ticker for an ETF did this to the market. So makes me wonder what an actual approval is going to look like at this point. It's crazy. All right. See you guys. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you get notifications for next shows.